then you introduce yourself. Tell us what you've learned. Just tell us what you've learned so far. Thank you very much. Yeah, so the group is open. Just raise your hand up if you want to be the first to go. And I'm going to count so that we'll not take all of our time. All right, so you can raise your hand up. Who is going first? I'm not seeing anybody's hand. If I didn't see your hand, I will call us one after the other. We have Chegede Praise, we have Adiola, you're welcome. Events by Sylvester Paul. We have Blessing, Jeremiah, Precious, Julian, Akoni. We have Sally, Good News, Tolu, Augustina, David, a lot of us. Mr. Korede, thank you for being here, of Clever FX. All right, so who is going? The group is open. Let's hear from us. Okay, Sally, Good News. Can you unmute yourself? Thank you. Sally, Good News is going first, followed by Events by Sylvester Paul. Good evening, ma'am. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. As you call, I'm Sally Good News. I'm a caterer and also do event planning. So so far, I've learned courage from this class, how to bill my clients without fear. When you give them cheaper price, they see your job as cheap, and you have cheap mail. What would I call it? How they will take you? They will take you cheap. So I've learned to be bold and be firm in my price. Instead of bringing down the price, I should bring down the scope. Then I have a question I want to ask concerning the event planner. There is a lesson I got that when the hall is scanty, that is the fault of the event planner. So is this one referring? Is it the event planner that will look for the guests for the function or the events? I want to be clear on that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't know how many of us got our question, because the question is for the whole group. It's not for the facilitator. It's for the whole group. Did you hear her, or she should repeat herself? Okay, Sally, can you just repeat yourself again? Just the question.
Okay, the question is, when you have a function or event, in the study, in the course, I learned that when the hall is scanty, that is the event planner that's fault. So is it the event planner that's look for the client, the client, the guest, or is the client that will look for guests for his function? That's what I want to be clear with.
Okay. Okay, yes. Who is going? Who is going first? I believe we all heard her. When you have, from what you learned, they said if an event is scanty, is the fault of the event planner. And she's disagreeing with that, but asking for clarity. Is it actually the fault of the event planner or the owner of the event?
Okay.
Waiting for us.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Yes, sir.
My name is David. My name is David Adams Daniel.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I think the question has answered itself. You are the event planner, and the person that gives you the job to do is a convener of the event. He is the one in charge of his invitation. He's in charge of inviting the hook, line, and sinker that he wants for his event. If event hall is scanty, it has nothing to do with the event planner. Event planner may have done his or her job according to terms and reference and conditions from the event convener. And if the guest which he or she invited for his event that did not come, it has nothing to do with the event planner. So whatever may be the terms and conditions that they may have agreed and understood within themselves, within that cycle of reference and term of references, I think the convener, which is the owner of the event, should be able to at least swallow it anyhow he or she feel like, because the invited guest has nothing to do with the event planner. So it also depends. So it also depends on the kind of the invitation the man or the woman send out, or whether the invitees did not get the invitation or whatever. So it has nothing to do with the event planner. Thank you.
Hello. Hello, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Esther, bá mi kó bàtà mi wọlé. Bá mi kó bàtà mi wọlé.
Can I speak?
Yes, go ahead, sir. Unmute it.
Okay, my name is Sam from Calabar. Okay, I think the question she was trying to get depends on the event. For example, from what I think I got yesterday was, for example, there's an event of a product launch that is coming to a location newly. And as an event planner, you have been given a task to do everything which you have mentioned in your budget to them, that you will make sure people attend, you will sensitize the public, you will go ahead and advertise the event in every nooks and corners with all platforms of maybe social media and the rest. So if the hall is scanty, I believe it is the event planner, because the people have not come to that location before. They only ask you, we chatted with you, communicated with you, ask you a few questions. Would people attend? Would they come at a time? You went and did your visibility study and gave it to them. So if the hall is scanty, I think because it is not a wedding, it's not a party, that the event owner has sent out this invitation. But this one, I think, is specifically for event of launching or new product launch. Thank you.
Ìyá ikú lónú. Ẹ wọlé now. Hello. Ẹ wọlé.
Hello, good
Hello.
evening. Thank you very much,
Hi,
sir.
good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Who is speaking, please?
Yes, my name is Augustina.
All right, Augustina, please. Thank you. Go ahead.
Hi, thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Augustina. I'd like to just add or answer the question that the lady asked. I think also, not I think, I know that getting audience for events has to do with the type of event and your scope of work as a planner that you agreed with the client. Now, there are so many events, especially when it comes to whether it's product launch or awareness and all of that. Most event planners, it depends, like I said, it depends on the scope that you agreed with the client, right? Or the convener. They might tell you that, okay, we are bringing this product into the market. This is our target audience, and we are expecting 200 guests to participate for us to make meaningful impact. All you have to do, you are the one, as an event planner, you are the one that is going to get the audience, but you need to put that into your scope of work and charge for it. Unless in the scope of work or in the agreement, in the contract, it's stated that since you are the one bringing the product launch, you are the one that is going to bring your audience, fine. But if it's stated there, you have to bring it. I can give you a valid an example. There's an event I did for Google last year. They were launching a particular app and they needed young stars. And they clearly told us, this is what we are trying to do. We need this capacity of this, we need this in the hall, we need this, we need that. We were the one that sourced for the audience because they already gave us specification. And we put that, we incorporated that into our bill. Sometimes even weddings, sometimes the couples might give you their guest list with numbers and all of that. You are the one that is going to send invite, ensure that they are there, confirm their attendance and all of that. At the end of the day, if the couples come to the hall and meet their hall empty, it's you that they will say you did not call their people or their attendees. That's just my two kobo. Thank you.
So please, if you are not talking, help us mute your mic. Thank you very much. Okay, Mrs. Augustina, thank you so much for that response. I believe that was
Sorry, I
well
still have
taken.
something to say.
You
I
said?
think I have something to say on that.
All right, Mr. David.
Okay, you see, if, every event has their own pros and cons. For instance, you want me to handle an event for you. She said she handled an event for Google. They told her the terms and references. Fine. These are the capacity we are looking for. Fine. For instance, Mrs. Dorcas want to do her wedding, and she asked Mr. David to anchor the program as the coordinator for her. I don't know your family member. I don't know your husband family member. How am I going to be the one that will do the invite? And that's why I say it all depends on the terms and condition of the kind of event that you are doing. If it is the one that, yes, the facilitator of the event should be able to bring in the guests for the event, like the second respondent says. Yes, you can go to all nook and crannies of the media to advertise and bring in the guest for that function. But then there are some that which you, as the convener of the event, has to do the invite yourself, because you know the kind of caliber of people you want to invite, your friends, your family, your office people that you want to invite for the function. So that question the lady asked is dicey, but it all depends on the kind of events you want to host, and it also depends on the terms and conditions that you have agreed with the convener of the event. Thank you.
Yes, I totally agree with you. This is
Thank you, sir.
Augustina again. Yeah, I totally agree with you that it all depends on the scope of work and agreement. And also, just to chip in again, most luxury weddings that we have around, that happens most of the time. They really don't have time, because inviting guests is a lot of work on its own, because it involves a lot of logistics, admin, operations, and all of that. They don't even go and invite their family and all of that. They just give you their guest list and their phone numbers or contact. These are people that I like to invite, that they want to be in their wedding, and tell you, okay, this is how I want the invites to go. It is not the work of the event planner to ensure that those people get invited. They don't go about inviting people themselves. I'm just talking about most luxurious weddings. Their own is to pay the planner and they sit down and rest. I mean, what's the work of an event planner if I will still be doing the work and I paid for it? So your own is to charge them very well, because you know you are giving premium service. Just to add, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. I don't know if Mr. Korede, if you are here, I would like you to chip in lastly on this question before we go to the next person that was supposed to try.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes, please.
We can
Okay.
hear you, sir.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir, we
So,
can hear you.
okay. So the last two speakers who answered this question, they've actually said it all. That particular section of the training, it was based on their assumption, because we have so many different kinds of people who are coming into this training. We have those who are already in the industry, they are already veterans, and there are those who are just starting out. And then there are people who are actually event owners as well, who want to improve their skills in terms of event planning. So that particular section was based on the assumption that, let's assume you are also the event owner and you are the event planner. So definitely you need to know some of these things, and of course the responsibility lies with you. But secondly, also it also is dependent on the scope of work, just as the last two speakers have said. And the scope of work is such that if it includes the marketing of that event, then yes, definitely the responsibility of getting people into that venue also falls within your purview. All right. So yes, I think that answers that question. If it's part of your scope of work, then yes. But if it's not, then it's actually not your responsibility. It means that particular responsibility of having people come to your event lies with somebody else. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Clever FX. Thank you for that response. Thank you, Miss Augustina. Thank you, Adams. Thank you, everyone that contributed to this. Yes, we can still see that it's all just like Augustina said. It's premium service. If that is what or that is part of the scope of work that was given to you, why not? That means you follow up on the RSVP. You know, okay, you know that you have to follow up on that, calling and all those stuff. So whatever it is that needs to be done extra out of this, you need to do what discuss that, and it should be part of the agreement, and then you charge for it, just like she said. Thank you very much. So I don't know if you are clear. Who asked the question? Sally, are you okay now,
Yes,
or do you still need more clarity?
yes, it's okay now, it's clear. So it's not for people that are doing wedding, or it depends on what the client wants. If the client wants you to source for the guests, fine, you still do that. But if it's not in the scope, then it's not your responsibility. It's very clear now. Thank you all for contributing
All
to
right.
this.
Thank you very much. I think we have events by Sylvester, the second person. We are all going to talk in this class. So if I notice you've not said anything, because you have a lot to say. If you have been following in the WhatsApp class, you should okay, just tell us what you learned in the class. Yeah, even if you don't have a question, tell us what you learned. So we have to talk. It's interactive session. Events by Sylvester. Is it Sylvester Paul? Go ahead, please. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. My name is Sylvester. I'm kind of the CEO of Events by Sylvester Paul. I'm a food journalist and a entrepreneur. Like I do a lot of things pertaining to events because as an event planner, I should have an idea of most of the things. So going towards the class, so this module 5 of the lecture, that's vendor and supplier management, if I could remember. That really helped me a lot because most of these events has been the event I've been planning has been friends, family, this thing. So that entirely opens me to more on in a vendor and suppliers management. There's nothing like, oh, this person is my friend. I want to give this person the job. No, 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 no. I want to follow everything and make it official and well structured. Thank you for the class, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Yes, please, who is this person? Core events planning. Can you check your connection and your device? I believe every one of us can hear. Please, if you can hear, just say hi. Just type hi on the chat or just respond, I can hear you. Let's know that if it's the other person that's having issue.
I can hear you.
Okay. So please, core events planning, just check your connection. All right. So let's go on. Yeah, who is coming next? I will start calling us one after the other. Shall I do that?
Good evening, ma.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, I'm Grace from Owerri. Please, I didn't get the question. I joined in quite late. Sorry.
Okay. No, we are just you introduce yourself and tell us what you learned in the class. That's what we are doing now. If you have a question, in the course of doing that, you can ask your question. Okay. I will check
Okay,
who has not
sorry,
said
ma. I forgot.
anything. Okay.
Sorry, ma. Steve Sylvester on the line. Can you hear me,
Go
ma?
ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. So sorry, I forgot to ask because I always get this kind of let's say a mockery statement or something like that. But I was just thinking as an event planner, is it good for you? Is it ideal for you to have little knowledge of everything pertaining events? Is it a good move or it's not? Because as I said here earlier on, I have basically idea on everything. So whenever I'm sourcing for vendor and I can't get, I can do the thing myself. So basically, I say 97% of everything I do it myself. But I always get this all this mentality of people saying jack of all trades, master of all, something like that. So I want to ask like a question. Is it good? Is it ideal for an events planner to have idea of everything in the events, like the vendor sourcing and all that? Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for this question. I wouldn't want to say anything. So let me allow others to speak. Let me be the last person to talk. Jack of all trade and master of none. So is it correct? You as an event planner, is it good for you to have idea or knowledge? Let me say whether good knowledge or just idea of everything regarding events. Is it good? Or is jack of all trade? Or is it just that somebody should be focused on one thing or just be a manager and all that? Okay, I've seen your hand, Sally, but a lot of people are not saying anything. So at this point, I think I'll have to start pointing. Okay, okay, okay. So let Deborah speak. Yes, Deborah, go ahead. Can you unmute
Good evening,
yourself?
everyone.
Yeah, good
Everybody
evening.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
And everybody, okay, for me, I think it's very good idea about everything. What I mean by everything, you should know what it means, most especially in the aspect of a vendor. Let's say, for instance, me for instance now, I'm into catering also, and I do event planning. So I think I have idea about food. I have a little idea about decoration. At least you should be knowledgeable. For instance, I know events is creativity. Let's say, for instance, now you contacted a decor, and the decor is not placing things in the right position. You should be able to see that this thing, if this thing is fixed here to be better, creativity, you should be able to, like, I know the decoration person, you should have a team that know what they are doing, but event planning is more of creativity. You should be able to know that this thing should be here, this thing should be here. If it's here, it's better. We should do this, should do this. And that still boils down to when you are doing brief with your clients. The time of brief is the time you ask deep questions. You should be able to know what your clients want, so that you can fuse in your creativity. I don't know if you understand. So in that aspect of asking your clients, digging deep about what the client actually want, you can even as well try to suggest to the client, and you can also suggest to your vendors. I think that's my take on it. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Sorry, I didn't know my mic was muted. I forgot to check. Okay, thank you so much for that. And I can see other responses too in the chat box. Say, I feel it's ideal to have knowledge of everything, even if it's just a little. Okay, so let me call Jegede Praise. Sorry, I'm just picking those that have not said anything. Jegede Praise. Can you unmute yourself, please? Hello? Can you unmute yourself? Okay. So probably battling with network. Okay, I thought I saw another hand. Josephine. Josephine Sunday, did I see your hand? Okay, let's have Oluwakemi Philip.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
For me, I'm going to say it's a plus for the person that have the knowledge about everything. It's a plus in the sense that when someone did not show up, maybe one of your vendor or something, and you know how to do that thing, it will make sense when you cover up for that fuck up. In case if there's any fuck up or anything, then you'll be there to cover up for everything. So it's even a plus for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for that. Okay, Jegede Praise, you are back. Can you unmute yourself? And let's hear your view. Jegede Praise, looks like you're still having network issue. Okay, Augustina, can you go ahead?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So for
You're
me,
welcome.
it's good you have knowledge of everything that has to do with event planning. I mean, so that nobody can bobo you in any way. At least you know your onions. But the thing is that why you have a knowledge of everything, you should not forget the place of delegation and teamwork. It's very, very important. Because if you want to be master of all everything yourself, you wear yourself out. And event planning is a lot of work if you really want to do it in a very good way. And you should not forget your most important responsibility of leading and coordination, which is very, very, because I mean, you have knowledge of everything and you cannot lead a team, you cannot coordinate, everything just goes to waste. It's good to have an idea of everything, have knowledge of this, that. But for me, I think you shouldn't take away the place of delegation, the place of getting the right people to do their work, place of putting that structure, and then you able to lead effectively and coordinate. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a good one. Okay, somebody drop a thought here. The former said it will also give you a bargaining power. So if you have knowledge in everything, it will give you bargaining power. I think we all agree to that. So another person said, Jack of all trades can be master of all. It's just self-discipline. However, the reason why you should have vendors working for you is to enable you coordinate and manage what they are doing. If you are busy with decor and someone needs you, it might be distracting. So, but it's okay to have the knowledge, to know it. All right. And somebody said, okay, somebody is saying something to Augustina. I said, yes, it is good. Delegation and structure is extremely important. Thank you very much. Okay, so who else? Okay, we have Ashia. I don't know if I get that name correctly. Can you unmute yourself? Is it Ashia? Can you
Oh yes,
unmute
it is. Good
yourself
evening.
or good
Hi, good evening.
evening.
Sorry, I didn't know my hand was up. I mean,
Oh,
the other
okay.
lady already said
What
basically
you
all I
wanted to
wanted
say.
to say. Yeah, but
Okay.
I will just summarize it. I just think when it comes to event planning, it is necessary, especially as a planner, especially as a producer, an event producer or a manager, it's necessary to know everything that has to do with event. Reason being, when you work with a team, like she said, you delegate, you understand, but then you still need to know what it takes because you need to know your strengths, you need to know your weaknesses. And I have worked with people in the industry where I mean, as human beings, we have our strengths and our weaknesses, right? So while some people are very, they have strength in they have strength in guest experience. Some others might have strength in F&B. Some others might have strength in venue readiness, depending on whatever part of the event. But as a planner, if you are going to head a team, if you are going to be a leader, it is necessary that you know it all, so that when you're heading a team or when you're working or when you're leading a team, you know how to delegate, different parts of the event to different persons depending on their strength and their weaknesses. And then when you know it too, somebody cannot mess you up. You cannot bring in someone to mess you up because you know your onions, just like the other lady said. You know your onions, you know what you're doing. So one vendor cannot mess you up. One particular event coordinator cannot mess you up. You understand? So it's advisable as an event planner to know it all. But then when it comes to delegation, you delegate. That's been said. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I think somebody's hand is still up. Deborah. I thought, okay, Deborah, have you spoken or you want to say something? Okay, yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for your responses. So I will join others to say yes, having knowledge of everything, in fact, virtually everything in events is very, very important. It is good. It is good. That does not mean that you have to do everything. Your main purpose as an events planner, your main work there is to make sure you coordinate every other thing that is ongoing.